What's up YouTube, it's Sion the Don and I am back with another video. And I hope you are ready for this video. Let's just go ahead and get going. I don't know, but I hope you're ready for this video. You know, this is some really insightful content that I'm about to provide you with. I am about to provide you with some insightful content and something that I think is beneficial for all. And I think we will all be able to take something from this video. So let me say this. If you grew up in a black household or any household with a Christian background, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Proverbs 18:21. I know personally it is a verse that my grandmother would constantly remind me of. And it reads, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." And I just think that is a great intro for today's video. Keep that in mind as this video continues. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So, today's video was inspired by The Four Agreements written by Don Miguel Ruiz. It is a book broken up into an exploration of 4 agreements. The first one being, be impeccable with your word. The second one being, do not take anything personally. The third one being, do not make assumptions. And the fourth one being, always do your best. So let's go ahead and get right into why we're here. We're going to be talking about the first agreement today. Be impeccable with your word. And according to Ruiz, with this first agreement, you will be able to transcend to the level of existence he calls heaven on earth. Your word is the power that you have to create. It is a direct gift from God. And knowing that your word is a direct gift from God should make you be very mindful of the words that you choose to speak. Speech does not only affect others, but it affects the speaker as well. So now you're probably asking, what does it mean to be impeccable with your word? Let me go ahead and explain to you what it means to be impeccable with your word according to Don Miguel Ruiz. Speak with integrity, honesty, and truthfulness. Say only what you mean. Speak of what you desire. Be impeccable with your word really means never use the power of the word against yourself. When you're impeccable with your word, you never betray yourself. You never use the word to gossip about yourself or to spread emotional poison by gossiping about other people. You are the creator of your own life story. So breaking this down and looking at it into smaller parts makes me think of the saying, say what you mean and mean what you say, which to me means be truthful and mindful of what you say, choosing your words carefully, and deciding against talking foolishly or negatively. You must be a reflection of the words that you speak. In addition to that, I would say being impeccable with your words could also mean being able to follow through with what you say. In short, be mindful of what you say. And whatever you do say, you should be able to execute it. It means be a person of honesty and integrity. Or in black people language, don't be talking out your ass. Don't talk out your ass. Either one. So with that being said, let's move on. We have to remember that the word is our power of creation, and that power can be used in more than one direction. One direction is impeccability, where the word creates a beautiful story, your personal heaven on earth. The other direction is misuse of the word, where the word destroys everything around you and creates a personal hell. So now I'm going to read to you a passage from the book that explains what the word impeccability means. But before I do that, I want to say one more thing to finish this part off. The word is a force. We have to remember that. The word is a force. It is the power that we have to express and communicate, to think, and thereby create the events in your life. So, I'm going to go ahead and read the passage. Now, let us see what the word impeccability means. Impeccability means without sin. Impeccable comes from the Latin peccatus or peccatus. Peccatus? It doesn't matter. Y'all get it. Which means sin. The M in impeccable means without. So impeccable means without sin. So religions talk about sin and sinners. But let's understand what it really means to sin. A sin is anything that you do which goes against yourself. Everything you feel or believe or say that goes against yourself is a sin. You go against yourself when you judge or blame yourself for anything. Being without sin is exactly the opposite. Being impeccable is not going against yourself. When you are impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself. So once you understand the meaning and importance of the first agreement, you can start to incorporate it into your life. Think about your words before you say them. Ruiz connects those words to your own happiness, advising you to choose wisely as well as to choose positively. Think about your words before you say them. Ruiz connects those words to your own happiness. The kinder your words are, the better you will feel. Rather than constantly judging and criticizing yourself, try praising yourself by reaffirming the good things you see in yourself. So before I close, I would like to read a few quotes from the book that really stuck out to me and that I think are worth sharing to really help close in the discussion on this agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word, y'all. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you haven't already. I know you like looking at my face. I like looking at it too. Because the word is the magic that humans possess, and misuse of the word is black magic. We are using black magic all the time without knowing that our word is magic at all. Whenever we hear an opinion and believe it, we make an agreement and it becomes a part of our belief system. And I like that one, y'all, because whenever we hear an opinion and believe it, we make an agreement and it becomes a part of our belief system. Let's say you are in a relationship, or let's say you have a friend and they're like, "Oh, Susie, you're a tramp." And you take Susie calling you a tramp and you go, "Maybe I really am a tramp," or "I am a tramp." You cannot allow other people's words hurt you. They're not being impeccable with their words. So you cannot allow people who are not being impeccable with their word to affect your belief systems. Did that make sense, y'all? It makes sense. Okay, class is moving on. So that was two different quotes I just read to y'all. The first one, I just want to make sure y'all understood this one. Because the word is the magic that humans possess. So because the word is the magic. So right again, it's the emphasis on word being magic. Word is the magic that we possess as humans. So misuse of the word is black magic. We are using black magic all the time without knowing that our word is magic at all. And that's why I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Proverbs 18:21. And Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." Come on. Correct use of the word is life. Misuse of the word is death. Once you adopt the first agreement, be impeccable with your words, you begin to see all the changes that can happen in your life. We can no longer afford to receive the gossip and spells from the words of others. We can no longer continue using the word against ourselves, saying things like, "Oh, I will never be good enough. I look ugly. I will never be able to live the life I want. I am unlovable," etc. When you adopt the first agreement and become impeccable with your word, emotional poison clears from the mind and from our communication and our personal relationships. Your mind is no longer fertile grounds for words that come from black magic. The first agreement will change the kind of seeds that your mind is fertile for. Be impeccable with your word. Use the word to share love, starting with yourself. Telling yourself how much you love yourself and that you are wonderfully made. With impeccability of the word, you transcend the level of existence that is hell. You transcend the dream of fear and live a different life. You can attain the kingdom of heaven. You can attain the life you want from this first agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Alright, y'all, that is a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. I am out.